It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up for my walk. Look what's there on my way. Standing almost as tall as me. And watching. Hello, how are you? Here on our way from Melbourne to Sydney on the coastal road, which is about a 3-day drive, I had some time to think about beautiful landscape, but also what are people doing here in this middle of nowhere. And I thought there must be a lot of stagnation in this here, despite this amazing nature. And so when we stopped in one coffee place, there was only one woman sitting there, the owner, and we started to talk a little bit, and she said, well, the next supermarket is 150 kilometers away from here. And yeah, of course there was not many visitors or guests. And she said, well, she's waiting for her husband. And she started to talk about her whole life, that they had met each other 40 years ago. He was also German originally. And then they were 28 years together. And then they had an 11-year break. And now they are back again for a bit over a year. And imagine, in a place 150 kilometers away from the next supermarket. And then she asked me what I'm doing, and I say, well, I'm having seminars about a new medical device that works for wound healing and also for depression. And immediately this resonated with her, and he said, oh yes, depression, this is a big problem around here. And also, she said a little bit, also for me. And I went into the clinic and they did all kinds of tests, and they found, of course, what did they find? There's a problem with her thyroid. That's, of course, the strange situation of today's medicine, that they can only find something chemically wrong. Or they don't even have the idea that, look at the person's life. She's there for 40 years in the same town, which is 150 kilometers away from the next supermarket. She's having the same man, she split up with him, and then there was no other choice than 11 years later get back together with the same man. And then she says, well, also, I would not want to change this place. I know he wants to go to Germany, see where his ancestors come from. But no, I want to stay here. So what does this mean? She is depressed, but the last thing she imagines, just like her doctor, that this could have anything to do with her life. And it's strange for me that I can see that I'm pressed. My guides are making me move from place to place, which is not what I ever envisioned or what I ever thought. Just like all the others, I thought, well, traveling a little bit, having vacations, but having a fixed place where you spend most of the time, that's the ideal. And now I'm pressed to move from place to place, like last 3 months. First Thailand, then Bali, now here Australia. And I can see there is some discomfort in this, but less and less so, and less I feel eventually I will come back to some place where it's my home. Now I can feel that this is my mission, to show people that this is missing in most people's life, and that this is creating stagnation. And originally this was the idea of the wandering monks. They left their home and they had no fixed place anymore. But of course even this became diluted very quickly, and then they built their monasteries, and they even had their more and more fixed routine, and again they become stagnant, and all the things that come with stagnations, physical disease and psychological disease. So here I'm giving you this little reminder again about looking at your life, and look at the life of your patients. Look for what's the biggest aspect of stagnation. And it's not that they have to travel all the time like Kiran or like some circus people. No, it's everybody is different. But he's really different in the kind of stagnation he chooses, or his life created for him. And this is what we have to find, and what core can help us to find, and what core can help us to make more fluid by informational communication, or if it's physical, by energetic impulses that come in form of some specific, client-specific resonant frequencies. And it's not about killing anything, about bacteria, viruses. It's about impulse to change, impulse to get out of stagnation. And I'll show you a few pictures from today here, when the lawn fills with kangaroos. This is something, an experience you never forget, and it always will be part of you, just as so many other things that many people are missing in their life today because they are stagnant. Just like here, I'm here up 6 o'clock, and all the people in their bungalows, they are in their vacation homes, very expensive, that they inhabit for 3 weeks a year. They miss even this part of the day, which is different, special. But again, it needs you to be out of habit, to be out of a routine, to experience new things in your life. So here I'm in the middle between Melbourne and Sydney, and that's our place where we stay, and we found about 20 kangaroos on the lawn here. They like lawn, they like golf courses, we found, so they have style. Hello. It's evening now, sun is setting, and that's what they like. Mostly during the day they are in the forest. Small one. And this one is just now going, I think it's going inside here. Okay, it's going inside, yes.